How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual, especially concerning doctors.
Vampyre Robinhood, trying to do everything possible.
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
Goodbye.
On every street corner. The daily routine.
Good evening, sir. Can I help?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently...
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
How is your...
Oh, it's...
Can I ask you...
It's the pain, sir. The drugs...
Can I do anything?
Nurses gave me a...
Who is treating me?
No, but...
You don't see...
My face.
Why do you feel responsible for the injury, Thomas?
I wasn't disfigured by any German shells. It happened during my leave. It was an accident.
Why lie about it?
Come on. It's one thing to come back disfigured by the Germans, and it's another to get injured in an accident that could have happened to anybody.
Reconstructive surgery has been very successful for some soldiers.
I don't want to wear a bloody mask for the rest of my life. I'd rather stay here and just be forgotten.
Tell me what really happened then.
I went with a whore in Rouen. Dead drunk I was. The hotel was a shithole. There was a fire that night.
Did you start the fire? Were you trying to avoid going back to the front? That's not uncommon, you know.
No. It's just that I was asleep when the flames reached the room. The girl was long gone. Bitch never woke me up. Left me to burn.
How close are you to Miss Hallcroft? Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty. A normal person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes too far.
She's quite harmless, I can assure you. Her head's broken inside is all. While I'm busted on the outside. But she's still beautiful. Living proof that there's hope for me.
So do...
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of me blood. And the pain, it's real for once.
She could decide to bite less willing patients.
Then it's another good reason for me to stay here, Doctor.
You do realize she's mentally disturbed. It's called the Cotard syndrome. She truly believes she's a vampire.
In her madness, she never refers to my scars. And frankly, if I could, I'd join her world. It seems much more fun than the real one.
Where were you stationed?
I really don't want to...
No offense.
You were an officer, weren't you?
Goodbye for... Good evening, Mr. Hampton.
How Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, Sora, I must apologize.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and...
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious.
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my...
How...
I have... With...
You...
I'm...
Do you know...
Tom?
Who's...
Not... Help.
What is the general situation in the...
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tension. Since...
Has... What do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton? I can't help but notice the cross around your neck.
I manage a night aside. Not at all.
Why?
That's a very...
Have you made friends?
Not really.
You never...
You're preaching.
How do you...
I feel like...
You're in good hands.
Thank you, sir.
Goodbye, Mr.
It's very important to talk to everybody. Running through some of the dialogue only because I have beat it twice. And I'm just trying to show y'all that certain choices feel certain.
Good evening, sir.
This is just normal.
I'm Dr.
I've already...
That's quite a...
You can call me Milton.
I'm not sure I understand what you're...
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
How is this...
You want to hear the sit...
Are you...
And why not?
But you're not...
You keep... I've been in it.
Sit...
Yes. Yes, you go there, you...
For example, these right here with the lock on it, those are ones that you really want to listen to for those key choices situations.
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among your colleagues, Milton?
Fuck them. Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since working here. This city was sick long before the epidemic, Dr. Reed.
I know it's a difficult task, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not the job you are paid to do?
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly. We lack words. So excuse me if I don't look on the bright side of life.
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet, with all the money, and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin color that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other. And that...
You do realize you could both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reed. Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running? There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
Goodbye, Milton. Good evening, Doctor. I believe...
Dr. Reed.
Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe. I am thorough strict.
Please, could
I'm a great and...
It's all
This epidemic.
I'd rather, as long as you're cautious.
You're not the first. It's a shame he's
With the...
I believe that...
So you believe...
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as...
What can you tell me about the pen?
Well, it is always...
You...
And quest true. Well,
Do you...
oh no.
I see.